Stadium. The perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Coach Will Hall before the game. He has been motivating his team all week, telling them, you are just as good. Their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how the Demon Deacons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. Let's take a look for the first time in this one at Jamari McClure, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick give. It's McClure. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And out for the first time in this one is Carlos Hernandez. This guy's every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turns up, it's Hill. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
At the 17-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's McClure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to go up top on second down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he's in! Touchdown, Tulane!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really
comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score.
whistle and a wait.
Coming out with it, it's Hernandez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, it's Daniels. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
3rd and long right here. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The play fake, Gio Lopez. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Finding space. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Fires immediately. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Daniels. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Plows his way ahead. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And the Demon Deacons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught on the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Second and long here. Left side, it's Davis. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Lopez rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Out wide left, it's Clark. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through. points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Selling the fake. Pulls it in. It's McClure. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you but you got to stop the run first.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 200.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Wake Forest ready to get things. As the offense is on the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They're all over it. He sacked this defense all over him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Lopez. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Straight ahead, it's McClure. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff again. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back. quick pass to the left. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Keeps it himself. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And Hunt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. The run inside. It's McClure. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Punt is in the air. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop. Third as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Running inside, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force.
They go play action with Lopez. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Clark. Got the first down. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking for a crease. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
2nd and long here. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. These 2 guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Nowhere to go.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Maybe a crease. Taken down.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
He'll throw on third down. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on third down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on third down.
On the draw, it's McClure. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Almost picked off.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. On that drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Lopez to throw. Look out! Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but, man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, Lopez. Under pressure. It's in. And the defense comes up with a stop. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it moving. It's McClure. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second. Run ends there.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
Lot of room to the right. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wide receiver going in motion. Left side, it's Davis. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Lopez. Rush right in his face. And he never had a chance. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And get on top of it. So that ball will come out to the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Right side, it's Johnson. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have one left. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Throwing, Lopez. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Here comes the heat. Breaks loose. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, going to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Lopez to the air again. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And there's
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're in the gun on third down. It's Lopez. Had to force that one.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forced. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Out wide left, it's Johnson. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll take it himself. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but get him down at the 45. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Long way to go on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not
run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Lopez to throw. Just let it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Left side, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. The play fake, Lopez. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off. Throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Motion from the back. Lopez. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right side, it's Davis. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Back to pass on second down. The throw. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Makes the grab on third. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Going to field this tight quarter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. The keeper on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
Quick give. It's Clark. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic.
is
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They just haven't been able to sustain anything, keep running out the punt team, but still within striking distance. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wideout. Play action on 1st down. Fires quickly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's McClure. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hits inside. It's Daniels. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Oh, pressure's coming. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Punt is on its way. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people...
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So his big play capability... Full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hernandez. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Second and long here. Throwing, Lopez. Still looking. He'll pull it down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Turning on the Jets. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Out wide left, it's Lewis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Clark. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They had a chance to mull. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Lets it develop. It's Daniels. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Lopez to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.